Welcome to Fighting Under Nothingness Proper Topics. One man's verbal journey into existential self-improvement. My name is Mark Gilliland. In the past, I was always a more mentally muddled person. I can't say that I've attained a state of clarity yet, but I have been becoming more clear to me. We can become opaque to ourselves, unable to see through our unconscious defensive processes, habits that have been built up over time as a reaction to our environments. Clarity is about reaching through to your accurate reactions and guiding them past the barricades. We're born totally exposed to the world, psychologically unclothed. Our reactions are honest, if often unwise. You often give away way too much. Eventually, we build defenses against this unwanted self-exposure, barricading off our most sensitive pieces, using a variety of methods learned from people around us. You build muscles to keep your barrier taut. You flex your barrier. You decorate your barrier. You adulate your barrier. And you keep these for most of your life. You often don't go through your psychological itinerary and clean out your arsenal of processes that have been gathered up along the line unless you start looking at yourself and seeing the clutter that is amassed inside your mind. We've got to believe that there's a path between us and daylight. It may feel like we're buried under a ton of misconceptions and confusion, but that's where it begins. It begins by looking. We have to dig through many layers of psychological challenges to get to our center, each one born of a different circumstance, each one requiring a different method of removal. You don't have to love all that mess that you're surrounded by, but you do have to see it. You have to accept that it's there to be able to deal with it. And it's normal to feel fear at the removal of these layers because we don't know what's underneath. We're revealing our originality, our childhood, as it were. But that's part of the price of trying to attain clarity. We've got to be willing to strip aside what protected us before. It's difficult and it's exciting. Clarity is a slow process. It's not something that's just going to happen. Sometimes it's only a little piece at a time, you releasing layers of opacity and slightly seeing more light into your central self. You get to know who you are, and people can see that. Releasing the grime that we held on to as self-definition, your aura becomes more clear as you don't carry this cloud of opacity and fear around you. Your responses are more accurate and more unique. The clearer your inside is, the more obvious your answers are. We no longer have to filter our answers through processes made from our previous fears. We're stronger now, and we're here. We can deal with more than we did before. We've got to learn how to accept our opacities as we find them, and not judge ourselves for them. You want to heal it, not strip it. Love your barriers for what they gave you before. Remove them, recognizing the power of your clarity in any situation. Let's become more clear-headed, letting more pertinent information into your heart, becoming a better lens for your life.